Hello, students. This is your module on cultural and environmental factors in interpersonal communication. A lot of you probably haven't even thought about how the way that you were raised and the experiences that you had growing up affected the way you feel about yourself and the society that you view around you. A lot of the reasons that we feel the way we do about ourselves and even the way we communicate with others has a lot to do with our culture or the community in which we grew up, or our co-cultures in the groups and clubs and organizations that we currently are engaged in. And so this module is a really important look at our culture and how it affects the way that we communicate. So for this particular module, we'll be exploring what is culture, the function of culture, cultural characteristics and the way we communicate, and how we can improve our intercultural communication skills. I think it's really an important and valuable skill for us to learn how to communicate with people who have a diversity of perspective or diversity of background or culture. One of the things that's really important to understand is that we view society and our community in a way that has been designed by our upbringing. Berger and Luckman wrote a book called The Social Construction of Reality. And in this book, they explained that our view of what is real is really a social construct, that everything we believe to be real is constructed in our own mind based entirely of our own experiences and the experiences of those around us. We view beauty as something that is a social construct. People who live in the United States think a particular type of person might be viewed as beautiful, but in a different place in the world, perhaps Japan or Myanmar or China or New Zealand or the Outback, beauty has completely different standards, and what might be beautiful in the United States might not be considered beautiful somewhere else. And so that's just an example of a social construct, but everything that we believe, everything that we are is constructed by our own life experience and the culture in which we were raised. And so understanding your own culture and understanding how other cultures have a diversity of perspective is really important for us to understand why and how we communicate more effectively with people who might be a little bit different or have a little bit different perspective than we do. But if we were all the same, it would be a pretty boring world, wouldn't it? So it's important that we view culture and understand culture and learn about culture in this interpersonal communication course. So for this module, you're going to have a reading, a workbook assignment, a quiz. You'll also have a journal and a discussion board and a coloring page. And I think that you're going to find that it's going to be a really great module for you to learn a little bit more about people who might be a little bit different than you are. If you have any questions or concerns, you can always reach out to me via cell phone, or via text, or on email. But I think the information is pretty self-explanatory. But if you do have any questions, always feel free to reach out. And remember, as always, we are BC.